Welcome to another weekly maritime video blog. I'm Corey Ransom with International Maritime Security Associates. This week, we are going to discuss maritime disaster response. The 2017 hurricane season has been a fairly busy season when we take a look at the number of storms that we've seen hit the Caribbean, different parts of the United States, and with that, we thought that it would be a great time for us to discuss disaster recovery, and specifically maritime disaster recovery. How you take a look at disaster recovery from a maritime environment is a little bit different than you do on the terrestrial side, and our expertise here obviously is in the maritime side, so we've said, hey, why don't we talk about maritime disaster recovery? If you take a look at maritime disasters or issues that could potentially affect your business, whether they could be potentially man-made or nature-made disasters, you should always have a plan. We work with our clients to help them put those disaster recovery and preparedness plans in place. Disaster recovery really starts well before the incident. It starts in the preparedness phase, where you sit down and take a look at your operations, what you're doing, and those critical elements of the operation that you need to protect through a potential disaster. You also take a look at what could be the potential effects on my business. Sometimes they're very simple from a disaster standpoint, and they don't escalate, or events don't escalate to the level of a disaster. It could be minor issues or incidents that take place in and around your facility that would cause an issue. So you want to take a look at, when you're doing this disaster preparedness, you want to look at both the potential of man-made and nature-made events and really work to build out a plan of resilience to say, hey, how do we keep our operations moving through this particular issue? I've had the opportunity to talk with a number of businesses in different parts of Florida, in the Gulf of Mexico, and are also reaching out to folks in the Caribbean. And one of the things that we've seen through this last kind of really active hurricane season here in 2017 is a lot of maritime businesses were just not prepared for what was coming. It's been a long time since we've had a very active and very strong hurricane season when we just kind of speak about those man-made disasters. A lot of businesses weren't prepared. I talked to a couple of different companies that had email systems that were down for a week and a half, and other critical operations that were down for even longer time periods. So disaster recovery really starts with great disaster preparedness. You want to build a plan based on your operations and what you have going on. You want to look at working with a company that can help you in different areas. We really work on the maritime security, risk management, and regulatory compliance, and work with our clients to develop disaster recovery plans that really address those areas. How can we help you to recover from the disaster, but kind of plan ahead of time from that emergency management standpoint of what you can do with your business. But there's also other companies that you can work with, and many companies also have the skills internally to be able to put these plans together. You don't always necessarily need to go out and find external companies to help. Depending on the size of your company or organization, you may have those skills within the organization to put some of these plans together. But you want to have a really good disaster plan that addresses the different potential man-made or nature-made disasters that could affect your business. What you do before that incident, during that incident, and then the recovery afterward. If you do decide to work with an external company, make sure you integrate them into your plan in all phases, into the pre-planning, to the actual disaster operation, and the post-recovery. That way you'll know exactly what their capabilities are and how they can help to get you back online. It's a good idea also to look at companies that may not be located in the same area where you're located. So for instance, if you have marina that's located in the Caribbean, you probably don't want to work with a company on disaster mitigation and recovery that's located in the Caribbean, because they may be affected by the same potential issue or storm. Thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate our audience, all of our viewers, and everybody who tunes in weekly. Make sure that you hit the like button if you like any of these videos. Also, we invite you to subscribe to this channel so you get notified when we put new videos out. And subscribe to our social media detailed in the banner above or in the comments section below. If there's anything that we here at IMSA can do for you, from regulatory risk management to regulatory compliance, maritime security, if there's anything we can do, reach out to us through our contact information that's detailed in the comments section below. We're always here to help steer you in the right direction.